Hi. Okay, so today's video is a video I'm very excited to film. It's something I've wanted to film for a while. I'm finally going to be building my dream bookshelf. I'm going to try to be organizing my dream bookshelf. I've had a bookshelf that's been mounted on my wall for a while, and I love it, but I've always wanted like a physical shelf or like a bookcase, to use, and I finally ran out of space on my wall mount shelf, so I was like, I guess it's time to buy and build a new bookshelf. I'm still gonna keep my wall mount one, but I want more books, so I need a shelf to put the more books on. So I'm gonna divide the books between shelves, put some cute aesthetic plants on it and stuff, and yeah. We're gonna build a bookshelf and we're gonna make my room look super cute. And then I have a birthday party to attend to, my birthday party, and then I'm gonna get so many more books there too. So that's why I wanted the bookshelf to come today. So let's get into this. So the plan is to make this bookshelf my new nightstand. But yeah, now it's time to put some books on here. And I have a lot. I'm just putting books onto the shelf. And this is my kind of reading corner setup. Let's see, here we are. First I have to add this here. Reading corner. Now I'm just adding some books onto the shelf. Then next, we have a few things. We have my Across the Spider-Verse art book. I love it so much. I made my mom buy that for me as a gift for making honor roll in grade 11. I was like, Mom, I made honor roll. I promised you I would do good. Buy me this. And sorry, my animals are crazy. And then we have The Art of Encanto. This was one of my favorite Disney movies, and I got really into. And when this movie came out, was right when I started getting really into art, and I really figured out, yeah, that's what I want to do as a career choice. So I picked up this book, and now it's on my shelf forever, immortalized. Now we have, this is another Avatar comic, but it's for The Legend of Korra. She's beautiful. So you got the cover, you open it up, it's got the map of the 4 nations, it's got a little doodle, more doodles, and then this is the cover for the first part because it's 3 comics, and it's like this. This one is different than the Avatar ones, but when you get to the back, you have a little sketchbook. It shows you all the concepts and stuff. And then this one is a book I have about character design and background design. I purchased it because my favorite artist, Devin Kurtz, did the cover art for this. No, this one. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I should stack this. Then I have a Taylor Swift magazine that my girlfriend got me. And this is a fanzine. I don't know if it's how you say it, but it's for Percy Jackson. I got it from a place called Cosmic Zines. They stopped making designs. They went inactive last year. But it's awesome. This was the very last Percy Jackson one they did, and I made sure to get my hand on it. It's artwork and the characters talk, and this one has not Percy. This one has Sally Jackson's chocolate chip cookies. I love it. Okay, Jenny, I'm closing the door. You're getting out. After various hours of rigorous work, I think I've organized this as to the best of my abilities. Now I'm going to organize the bookshelf on my wall. Who knows? We might change it up a little. I'm not going to give a tour till later because I'm going to get more books later. Okay, we're gonna have to make this like really quick because I have to babysit my sister's dog. But I got a mic, so hopefully it picks up my sound better. Yeah, hopefully it picks up my sound better. And yeah, let's do a bookshelf tour. So on this top shelf, we have all of my comics and my graphic novels. So we have The Walking Dead, we have Paper Girls. Oh yeah, I was not gonna do that because it's pushing me on the back. Oh no, my cats want to play with the mic. That's my microphone, guys. So we have The Walking Dead, Paper Girls, and we have a bunch of different Marvel comics. I think I went through these in my bookshelf tour, but I'm not going to do an in-depth one because, again, this is kind of rushed because I have to babysit. But then we have, some Spider-Man, some Miss Marvel, and then we have a few graphic novels just over here. And then I put, I'm sorry, the camera's really, high, low, and then I put a candle here that I got for my birthday, as well as a little fake plant because it's so cute. I'm thinking maybe fairy lights I'm gonna get some fairy lights to light this up, but who knows. I do have my lamp, and now things are a little brighter, I guess. Baby, go over there. And then we have this middle section. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with this middle section yet, but something's happening. So over here we have all of my George R.R. Martin books. So we have all of the Game of Thrones books. And then we have Fire and Blood because, of course, we had to read that. I started watching Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon before I got into Game of Thrones, so of course we have to have it here, and I have it fully annotated because I have a problem. And then we have another candle here, a little Robin Funko Pop from Stranger Things, and over here we have my classics section, as well as my poetry books. We have Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility. We have 1984. I think I'm going to put The Handmaid's Tale on here. And then we have, some poetry books. So we have a Rupi Kaur one, and then we have a few other random ones, some miscellaneous. And then, sorry, my cats are evil. So next we have my Avatar: The Last Airbender section. So down here we have some of the Avatar comics. So these ones, they're not the omnibuses. I forget what they're called. I'll have to look. But it's like a bound version of all 3 parts of the comics, as well as it's got concept art for pages and the cover, as well as it's got the creators of Avatar have their own little notes of why each panel features each thing, why this is happening, why there's an action shot. I've got one for The Legend of Korra up here. And then down these 2 books right here are my art books. I think I talked about this already. We have a character design book, we have a Taylor Swift magazine, and then we have a few fanzines, just because, just fan art and fan fiction bound together, as well as this one. Let me show you this one. This one's really cooler. This one's a Percy Jackson fanzine. So we've got Hazel and Nico on the cover. It's just got a bunch of fan art and interview with each character. And then we have the books. So we have the Kyoshi books. We have the Yang Chen books. I have not gotten the Roku book yet because I have to get that one online. And then we have some comics. This is what an omnibus is. It's just it's all 3 parts bound together, and then at the end there's some concept art, but it doesn't have the exclusive interviews with the creators of the show. And then I have 2 of these. They're the legacy books, so it's oops, it all fell out. It's letters Zuko wrote to Iroh, and the other ones are no, these are letters to Zuko from members of the gang, mostly Iroh, but Katara has one, Sokka has one, Toph has one. There's these cute little things. This one is the Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop menu. You can put these up on your walls and stuff, but I have cats. Let's look up here. Also in here, I have my D&D dice, but I also have this, which includes all of my annotation stuff. So we have annotation tabs. And then we have every highlighting color known to man, including the erasable ones. And we have pen for underlining things and like writing down stuff. Onto the next shelf. As I was saying, we're rushing. We have a beautiful next shelf. We're going to start at the far end. Are we? Yeah, but I'm going to have to hold. So this whole bottom section is like my fantasy section. So we're going to start off for here. This book, controversial author. I pressed flowers in here, but we have Legendborn and Bloodmarked, both by Tracy Deonn. They're like kind of sci-fi, kind of fantasy stories about a black female character who thinks she's like completely normal, and then her mom dies and she realizes like she's got magic powers. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but I haven't read it yet. My cat's being evil. One sec. I have One Dark Window. It's a romantasy book, but I have it on my fantasy section just because the first one is more fantasy, I've heard, than romance heavy. Then we have She Who Became the Sun, also romantasy, but again I have it more on the fantasy side because I have yet to read it. And of course we have the Poppy War series by R.F. Kuang. I got this for my birthday like a couple days ago, and I have not read it, and it's just here, and it's so beautiful, and I can't wait to read it. She's just so insane. I'm reading Fable right now, and her writing style is amazing. Okay, then we have the entire Jasmine Throne series right here in my fantasy section. Again, bought this one for Christmas. Have not read it yet, but I have them all here in my fantasy section. I'm so excited to get into this. Pride of the Orange Tree, A Day of Fallen Night, because you gotta have them both. I've only read Priory. I'm in school right now, so I'm waiting to like be on a bigger break than Christmas. Like I'm waiting to be on my spring break to read this. And then we have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah J. What's her name? Sarah J. Parker? Yeah. That never happened. All because I wanted to show you that it's signed by her. Perks of Having a Friend Who Works at a Bookstore. And then this book, again, also Perks of Having a Friend Who Works at a Bookstore. It's not out yet. It's the second book in a duology that I don't even own the first one for. He just like gave it to me. He was like, it's fantasy. You'll like it. And then we have the Crooked Kingdom, the Six of Crows duology. And Crooked Kingdom, of course, we have the both of them here on my fantasy section. They're more like dystopia still to here. And then, of course, Babel. I would have put it on like my R.F. Kuang part, but I didn't really have like room. And then this kind of follows into like, it's pretty much fantasy, but it's also Greek mythology. We have the Percy Jackson series. My book is in the way, but my coat is in the way. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Heroes of Olympus, Sun and the Star, and the two new books. My tummy hurts, guys. This is not for the strongest of soldiers. And then, on the top shelf, we have my romance books, but also we have my sprayed edges books. So first, I want to show you this. I also got this for my birthday. I accidentally asked two people for the same book. But I was like, I gave them each a list of books, and they both were like, oh, you like this book? Let me get it. This one has a gift receipt, so I'm thinking I'm returning this one, but I'm not sure. It's the new version of the Poppy War. It's like this, and it's got the sprayed edges, and it's also got like illustrations of the characters, and it's like beautiful. But I don't know if I want to keep it yet or not. I'm like, it's a struggle. I don't know what I want to do. But then we have my romance section. So this book, Greek mythology, but I'm also not sure if it's romance. It's A Song to Drown Rivers. It came out this year. I've heard lots of good reviews about it, and I've wanted to read it for a while. And then, of course, we have the beautiful sprayed edges. And then The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Circe, not romance, but again, this like area is like Greek mythology, And then, of course, just a bunch of sapphic romances. Make My Wish Come True and She Gets the Girl, both by wives Rachel Limcott and Alison Derrick. Of Fire and Stars, another beautiful lesbian fantasy book. Like, I recommend it to everybody. It came out so long ago, so like, it's not very talked about, but it's beautiful. It's about like two princesses falling in love, and one is like magic fire powers. It's awesome. And then Some Girls Do, Clean Cute. More Some Girls Do. Click you. We won't talk about that. I gave that one 2 stars. And then we have Romancing Mr. Bridgerton and All the Bright Places. Beautiful romance books. Over here, we have a beautiful Loak Funko Pop. And then we have Kingo as well, because he's Pookie Bear. We have my, like, dystopia and sci-fi series section. So we have Hunger Games. And we also have my 2 Stranger Things books. I'm thinking about getting Mad Max, but I just have not seen it at any bookstore yet. Also, I think Eddie has a book, but again, he's not my fave, so I might not read that. And then over here we have my last section, which is kind of like my miscellaneous section, which I'm probably going to move The Handmaid's Tale from here. But we have some Funko Pops. We have a Naruto Funko Pop. This, I can't remember how his name's pronounced, so I'm not going to say it. And then we also have the Whitewashed America Funko Pop. She's a misprint that I got sent, so they like gave me a refund and they sent me the right one, but the misprint is on my bookshelf. She's spooky, I guess. We also have Twilight New Moon that my sister gave me because she's like, I have all the hardcovers. I don't want a random softcover on my shelf. I like hardcovers. We have Girl in Pieces. I don't know why I still have this book. I don't really like it that much, but it's on my shelf. And then, Handmaid's Tale. A beauty. Recommended to everyone, but like, trigger warning, lots of grape. And then another book I didn't like, but I had to read it for school, and it's on my bookshelf because the annotator didn't make it. So what? Is Burn and Wood. Oh my gosh, I yapped for too long, guys. But yeah, that's my bookshelf tour. I've had to expand. And we're about to get more. Because I'm in book clubs and I need to get more books. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe down below. And yeah, I have to go babysit my sister's dog. See you later.